I'd like to begin first with a quote to set the mood for you all. If I was shut in a very modest cottage, with my books, my family, and a few close friends, dining on simple bacon, and letting the world roll on as it liked, this I would rather than to occupy the most splendid post which any human power could give. Thomas Jefferson, 1779, speaking of the simplicities of family and bacon. Wise words from a very wise man that helped found our country. Today, I'd like to speak to you guys about bacon, how it has become a defining food product in American culture, give you a little bit of history on it, and explain to you why bacon mania, the explosion of bacon in America, is going to be more than just a food trend. So to begin, let's look at the history of bacon. Bacon has been around since 1500 BC, when the Chinese first started salting and smoking pork bellies for consumption. It's a long time to be having some bacon. In the early 1920s, the average American had been eating just a small, meager breakfast, grain-based cereal, often served with fruit. The Beech-Nut Company was one of the largest producers of bacon at that time. They began a marketing campaign and they hired the one and only Edward Bernays. Now, if you don't know who Edward Bernays is, you might know his uncle, the famed psychoanalyst Sigmund Freud. In this marketing campaign, they hired a group of doctors to do some research studies stating that having a high-protein, heavier breakfast, mainly of bacon, with a side of eggs, would be more nutritious for the average American. It was a huge success, and that is what spawned the American tradition of bacon and eggs for breakfast. Before refrigeration was widely available, bacon and ham were two of the most commonly consumed products in the United States. Nearly half of all pork products consumed were bacon and ham due to the curing process that allowed them to be stored for much longer than any other meat product that was available at the time. So now that we know just a little bit about the history of bacon and how we got to have the traditional breakfast in America, let's explore the explosion of bacon in modern culture, something that I like to call bacon mania. People love bacon. I know I love bacon. I've eaten a lot of bacon. I've cooked a lot of bacon. One of the reasons I really feel that this is something that I can talk to you guys about, I believe that probably most of the people here listening have eaten some bacon before too. You may have seen the popularity of what we call foodie culture really taking off in America. Foodie culture started back in the mid-1980s. This is a pop culture thing where we look at more the artistic and sustainability of our food and not so much about the nutritional value. This was a great thing for bacon. This is what has caused the explosion in bacon mania that you are currently seeing in the United States. Bacon has become so popular that it surpasses even edibles in our country. You can buy bacon Band-Aids, bacon Halloween costumes, bacon lip balm. You can get bacon air freshener. I haven't personally tried it, but it does sound interesting. Bacon makes everything better, folks. There have been studies that show if you take bacon, you put it on an item at a fast food restaurant, throw that on the menu, that item is going to increase in sales by 25% just because it has bacon. That's popular American culture right there, saying we love bacon, we need it, and we want it. So with everything going bacon crazy though, how do we know that this isn't going to be a food trend? We've seen trends happen before. There's tofu, there's kale. You know, the difference that you're going to see with bacon is unlike some of the other food trends, these things tend to be healthy food products, and quite often they're gross. That is not the case with bacon. It's not healthy, but it's delicious. It's also been around for over 3,500 years. That's not a trend. That's history. It's not going to go anywhere based on those numbers. We continue to consume it. I looked at some research from the pork producers. They're currently saying that right now 53% of American households are keeping bacon in hand, on their shelves, in their fridges, at all times. There was a popularity survey done. They looked at 1,000 different people and asked them, if you could have bacon or you could have sex, what would you do? 43% of the people that responded said bacon. That's not a fad, folks. That is love. We love bacon, and it's not going to go anywhere, and numbers are proving that this is more than a fad. Bacon is here to stay. I encourage you all to try some bacon. If you have not experimented with some of the new things coming out with bacon, such as some of the sweeter foods, give it a try. Get a bacon donut. Try a bacon cinnamon roll. Bacon cinnamon rolls have changed my life personally. They are amazing. I think today that we have looked at a few things about bacon. We've had a brief overview of the history, how it became to be a popular breakfast food, how long bacon has been around in the traditional form that we know now, how it has exploded in popular culture and a few reasons why, and also why I don't think this is a trend and how numbers prove it's not going to go anywhere. But I'd like to leave you with one additional thing, just a little food for thought. We love America. We in America love bacon so much. We have a national holiday for it too. December 30th is National Bacon Day. That's American. Enjoy some bacon. Thank you.